Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word. Then Barnabas departed for Tarsus to seek Saul, and when he had found him, he brought him to Antioch. So it was that for a whole year they assembled with the church and taught a great many people. And the disciples were first called Christians in Antioch. Acts chapter 11, verses 25 and 26. In our time together yesterday morning, we were talking about the significance of names. This morning I would like to continue to share some thoughts with you on that same subject. Nowadays, one of the most common ways of naming a child is to simply give the child a name the parents happen to like. I once overheard a grandfather say, "My two granddaughters are named Jill and Karen for no particular reason other than that their parents liked the names, although these two have other names which retain the family traditions." I have often thought that it would be a good idea to delay naming a child finally until you can see how the child turns out. There is not much point in giving a name like Lynette to a chunky little tomboy. It is unfortunate to saddle a small, self-effacing, diffident little boy with the name Hector, greatest of the Trojans. There may be something to be said for waiting for a name to fit. Chrysostom, who did not like the candle method that we talked about yesterday, one little bit, was all for giving a child one of the great saints' names and then telling the child the story of the name so that he would become like the saint after whom he was named. I once knew a girl named Elizabeth Margaret who was thrilled when she discovered that she bore the names of the most famous queens of Scotland and England. It is quite something to be able to tell a child to be true to his name. There have been some names too sacred to use, and some too terrible. In New Testament times, Jesus was a very common name. It is the Greek form of the name Joshua, but it is easy to understand how both Jews and Christians ceased to use it. Just so, Judas was a common name, but in Christian circles, it became very rare. It is good to know the meaning of your name. Margaret, the pearl. Catherine, the pure one. Jane, the grace of God. Peter, the rock. Andrew, the courageous one. Alexander, the defender. Irene, peace. It is good to have a name to which one would want to live up. And we have a name which every baptized believer shares, the name Christian. Christ's man, Christ's woman, Christ's boy, Christ's girl, the name of the person who has been with Jesus and who is on Jesus' side. What about you today? Can you be accurately called by the name Christian? Are you truly following in the footsteps of Jesus each day? Why not ask God to help you to walk in the light with Him today? This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
Each day I'll do a golden deed, by helping those who are in need. My life on earth is but a span, and so I'll do the best I can.
Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days, and I must go
to